Happy Sunday, everyone. I normally don't go live on Sundays, but we had something come up at church, and if you saw what I wrote up there, it'll explain a little bit more. But what I wanted to do was share with you our family's wellness protocol, because that became really important for us as a family today to go ahead and kick that into gear, because the reality is this is the season. And our immune systems just need to stay strong in order for us to be able to enjoy the season. And for the last 4 years, our family has, because we have followed this protocol in our home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you exactly what we do. So if you have pen and paper handy, you can take notes, or you can just watch this over again, whatnot. But the purpose of this video is to help you form your plan for how to stay well, just as a habit in your own home, because it is not fun. So wellness strategy. There's a, Dr. Minky taught me this a few years ago, that basically the first thing is to stop poisoning yourself, which you guys are already doing because you're already throwing away the toxic fragrances and the toxic cleaners out of your home, and that's great. Hopefully by now you're starting to remove some of the toxic foods, artificial food colorings, and that kind of thing. Baby steps. Every little bit you do is going to help you. The next thing is to flood the body with nutrition. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we do in that area. And then the third step is to manage stress in a healthy way. And sometimes life is just going to throw you a curveball. And so that's where the emotional oils come in. They really, really help with managing stress. And being aware, a lot of us get into just survival mode about stress, and we just forget, okay, I got to self-care about stress, because the body, the stress is actually a precursor to like 90% of all sicknesses. If you, I may not be like perfect on that statistic, but if you do a little bit of research, you'll see studies. Actually, I think the American Medical Journal recently published something about the fact that the common denominator of all illness is stress. So let's get into this, and I'm going to show you exactly what we do. Today I refilled our wellness blend. I took an empty 15 ml bottle, and I took the Roller Fitment. You get one that comes in your premium starter kit. You can buy them in a 10 pack. I bought them in a 10 pack a few years ago, and I just reused them as needed. So I haven't put a label on it yet, because I just made a new bottle this today. And you can see I have filled it. This is 15 ml, and I filled it about 3/4 full. So I did about, the ratio is 7 drops of frankincense. I used Sacred. The regular Boswellia carterii is fine with the red bottle. 14 drops of lemon. 7 drops of oregano. 14 drops of Melrose. If you don't have Melrose, tea tree and clove will work. So I would do like 10 drops tea tree, 4 drops clove. And then thieves. There's 14 drops of thieves. Okay, so that is the ratio. There is a graphic that has that all written down. What I did is I think I put about 56, wherever it called for 14 drops, I did 56. So what is that? 28, 40. I quadrupled it. Okay, so I quadrupled the recipe to fill up the roller blend, the wellness blend, about this much. Now this is already gone on people's feet today, so we've already used just a tiny little bit. This should last us nearly all the winter, possibly all winter. This is something that we roll on the feet, and when we see that the immune systems have really kicked into gear, we roll it on the spine. It does have oregano and thieves in it, so it's going to be a little bit hot. So for your kids especially, you're going to want to dilute that when you put it on their spines. I have found with my kids, I don't need to dilute it when it's on their feet, but my kids are now 8, 11, and 14. So if your kids are super young, then you'll want to possibly dilute. Anyway. So the wellness blend is like the backbone, I guess, of just constantly presenting those oils that are really, really good for the body, for supporting overall wellness. Now, I think nearly all of these are vitality oils, so I can tell you that frankincense and thieves and lemon are very good at cleansing the body and supporting the immune system. Oregano as well. And if you have, which you should have, a reference guide, the EOPR, the Essential Oil Pocket Reference, it's going to go into detail about exactly what lemon can do, exactly what oregano can do, exactly what all the oils in Thieves can do, and actually the powerhouse that is frankincense, what it can do. So that's a book you want to open up, and you want to look up all those oils and read up on exactly what they can do, because they have all sorts of anti-words that I can't tell you. So, Wellness Blend, feet and spine. The other thing that we do in our, actually we have quite a few things, so bear with me. This is in my house. I also keep this on nearly every person in my home, and they clean their hands constantly. It is just a habit in our family. You clean your hands constantly. And not like OCD constantly, just be aware, wash your hands, okay? And it's not convenient all the time to wash your hands with water and soap, so we have this with us. Whenever we go to the grocery store, whenever we go to a restaurant, anywhere, we put it on before, we put it on after. If they're about to touch food, we put it on again. You just never know, because you touch a chair, you touch the table, you just can't know for sure how well someone cleaned that surface before you. And with it being flu season, I really don't want to take the risk, because I got the flu from a restaurant because I touched a table. And that was 7 or 8 years ago. That was the last time I had flu. We are not a flu shot family. So that's a topic for another day, but we have managed that without. Anyway, okay, so the Wellness Blend and the hand purifier. Everything in here is pure, so you can trust that you can put it on your kids. Okay. The next thing we do is Ningxia Red. So I buy the Ningxia Red Essential Rewards Kit because that is the best price per ounce. We do 2 to 4 ounces. My kids usually do about an ounce, ounce and a half. I have been doing 3 ounces lately for some other health stuff. My husband does about 2 ounces. So we will go through a lot more Ningxia Red in the winter than we do in the summer. But everything in here is extremely good because of the antioxidants. So one of the things that really helps to support your immune system is getting antioxidants into your system. Antioxidants are the things that help actually bind to the toxins, the free radicals, and pull them out of the body. And your body needs all the support it can get. And so this is a very good source for that. As far as ORAC scales and whatnot, it's like 35,000. But what we like to do to enhance it, my husband and I, is we add a drop of clove. Clove rates on that ORAC scale at over 1 million. So basically, I'm not real scientific, but basically that means there's a lot of antioxidants in this. So much so that like you can use this as a preservative. I don't know if you've ever done the experiment where you take cloves, the actual clove buds, and you puncture an apple with them, and the apple will never mold or spoil. It'll actually just dehydrate. That's how powerful clove is. So we put clove in our Ningxia Red during the winter time. The next thing we do, to move all this out of the way, is the Thieves soap. Okay, so this is a brand new one. I have them in every single sink in our bathroom and every single sink in our house. And so every day we're washing our hands in Thieves. And if you look up in the Essential Oils Pocket Reference, or if you've been around for any amount of time, you recognize just how powerful Thieves is. Thieves is the backbone, really, to everything that keeps surfaces clean, keeps your skin surfaces clean, but also does it in a way that doesn't strip the body of beneficial bacteria or beneficial oils. So your antibacterial soaps that you see everywhere, which the FDA has recently said you can't call them antibacterial anymore, what those are doing is they're stripping all of the bacteria off of your skin. And the reality is our bodies need bacteria. They need good bacteria. And Thieves is a lot smarter than triclosan. So this particular soap is going to help your skin keep its oil on there. And it's going to help keep the beneficial bacteria on your skin while cleaning your skin in the appropriate way so that you're not putting anything in your mouth you don't need to be. Okay. Next up is the Thieves Spray. You can get these in a single or a 3-pack. This goes into my purse. I don't keep it year round, but I do keep it in my purse during the winter. So I pop that thing right back in. And this is for cleaning surfaces, much like this is. But what this does is I am able to spray my hands really, really good. If something comes up, I'm able to spray surface area, so it's easier at spreading. I can spray, so when we have had situations come up where, you know, very short-lived immune system situations, I go crazy with cleaning. We used to use Lysol. And of course that was like a fuming cloud that always gave me headaches and respiratory stuff. And I recently learned that it actually is not as effective as they promote it to be. So instead of using Lysol on faucets and light switches and doorknobs, we now use this. And so I may go through an entire bottle of this whenever we know that we've been encountered an exposure. But in my case, I think it's worth every penny because, you know, my husband likes to be, like Courtney said here, reliable, and needs and likes to be present and doesn't like to have, and when he leaves work and is not at work, he wants to do that by choice, not because someone showed up at work that should not have and gave him something he did not want. Okay, so this we use for cleaning all the surfaces. You can easily make this as a DIY because it's literally pure grain alcohol, water, and a little bit of coconut oil and thieves oil. So if you do Pinterest, then you probably can find a few recipes. What I would do, if I were to guess, I would say there's probably about 30 drops of thieves in here, and maybe about this much alcohol and the rest water. And then, you know, just maybe like 1/4 teaspoon of coconut oil just to help keep everything together. So if we're gonna do it in order, I would put the coconut oil in first, and then I would put in the drops of thieves, and then kind of like shake that up a little bit so that will make the thieves bind to the oil. And then I would put the alcohol, and then I'd put the water, and then shake it up. And you want to shake and spray every time. So that's a quick DIY way to use this, and this is 1 ounce. That way you can have it on hand like today, but I would put it on your Essential Rewards order and make sure that you have at least 3 to get you through the winter. All right, next up is Inner Defense. So this is like having the Wellness Blend in a capsule and super convenient. The oils are a little different, but the premise is the same. Not everybody's huge, oh, you're welcome. Not everybody's a huge fan of putting thieves under their tongue. I'm not, personally. I may do that when I'm in a situation where I really, really need it. Like, I haven't eaten in a really, really long time, and I can tell that my blood sugar could really use a nice little bump. Thieves is really good for that under the tongue. When I know I've been around someone and I'm like, oh, I gotta kick this into gear, I'll put thieves under the tongue. The refill recipe that I gave you, I can't necessarily say that you can spray this in your mouth, but because of you know, the way FDA writes their laws, but I can tell you that your refill recipe, pure grain alcohol, thieves, coconut oil, and water, they're all edible items. So you can make that decision for yourself if you want to spray that in your mouth. That's another great way to get thieves in your system fast. But this is another one. So everybody that goes to the office every day and has to be around people, goes to classrooms, has to be around children, this is something to keep in your bag because this gives you thieves and cinnamon, it gives you thieves, lemongrass, thyme, and oregano in a coconut oil diluted capsule ready to go. And so if you see someone who's like, why did you come to work today? Seriously, I want my weekend. You pop 1, 2 of these. You can pop them periodically through the day in a convenient pill form, get it in your system, drink lots of water, and you're basically saying, hey, immune system, be at the ready. This is happening. Here's some support to help you. All right, last one. but also super, super important is Life 9 probiotics. Okay, there is a huge connection between your gut and your immune system. There's also a huge connection between your gut and your emotional system, but that's another topic for another day. We are going to be doing a gut health class. I'm working on putting all of that together so you have that. Oh, do you really? Oh my goodness. Yeah, pop the inner defense while you're walking through there. Oh my goodness. So Life 9 is bacteria. The gut, you have more cells of bacteria in your body than you do human cells in your body. So you are a host in a symbiotic relationship. That means you guys get along and you help them and they help you. And these things are what actually digests your food. These are the things that actually produce B vitamins, and these are the things that tap into your serotonin receptors in your gut. So your digestive tract holds a whole lot of power. Some have even called it the second brain. It just works a whole lot slower than the one up here. But gut health is critical. So we are constantly introducing things into our body, whether we want to or not, that are beneficial and harmful. And the best way to take care of our gut is to continue to replenish it with a colony of beneficial bacteria. So, Life 9, I will touch on this again when we do the gut health class. Life 9 is basically giving you more beneficial bacteria every single day to reinforce those troops that are constantly fighting a battle of keeping the body in its healthy balance, okay? And so when the body's in a state of healthy balance, you're overall going to be able to deal with whatever comes your way without really feeling the impact of it at all. Like, every day that you're feeling good doesn't mean that you haven't been exposed to something. It just means that your body is in a place that it can totally handle it and you're not even like conscious of that happening. And that's super cool because the body is just such a beautiful, miraculous design. And I love that God has given us these resources to say, hey, these are just some ways to support every single cell in your body, whether human or not, to help you live your best life. Okay, so my heart for you guys is to be able to walk out of this winter and say, I felt amazing. That's my goal here, because there is nothing better than having that feeling that you got through the holidays with grace and ease, that you got through the season that everybody's whining and complaining about, that you get through everything without any sense of suffering. I mean, that's my heart. I really, really want to see you guys come to me in March and go, oh my goodness, we just had our best winter ever. We were able to take all the vacations we had planned. My husband did not have to call in any days to work other than the vacation days we already had planned. My wife did not have to stay home with the kids because I know I'm being very traditional here. I understand everybody's family lifestyle is very different. Take it, interpret it your way. But being able to not have your schedule and your routine and your life disrupted by those unexpected things that nobody ever wants to come around. So take this seriously. Put this all on your Essential Rewards order and just make it a habit, okay? This, what I gave you guys, will probably cover you through the winter. If you get the 3-pack of this, if you get this every single month, the Life 9, get it every single month. The Ningxia Red, you're going to want to make sure that you get at least a 2-pack every month, but the best price is going to be the Essential Rewards kit, and that might get you through the winter. These come in a 3-pack. You can also buy the big refill bottle, and if you saw my Essential Rewards unboxing, you saw that I actually dilute this by half, and it works just as well. And then this will refill one of these things. Oh my goodness, there's nearly 8 ounces in here, and this is right at 1 ounce. So I can refill about 8 of these for the one of these, and one of these is about the cost of 5 of these. So if you're a math person, you're getting 3 free by doing the big one. All right, that's probably more than you wanted to know, but get your hands on that. And then something else I didn't mention, but when we're traveling, I use the Thieves Hard Lozenges, as well as all of the sprays and the purifiers to have on hand, because this is another good way to get thieves in your system. My children are not big fans of the Inner Defense because it is very potent. So they like the lozenges better. So everyone has their own way of taking this and getting thieves in their system. The key here is find yours, form your wellness plan, or use ours the way we do it, and really have an awesome winter. I mean, we're only just now into fall by one day, and I'm already seeing people drop like flies. And I don't want to see that happen for you guys. So I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead and comment below. I know a lot of you guys are still at church, so as you're coming on here and watching this, ask me questions, okay? Because the key here is we need to get your situation figured out and help you get the best answers so that you can have the best winter and fall. So anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we'll chat again soon.